Let us create this snow scene in today's tutorial. We'll be using a mix of cool and warm colors, and we'll be using mix of hard and soft edges, and we'll be using a lot of other techniques. Hi friends, I am Vanidas Mangathil, and let us learn watercolors together. I am using a cold pressed watercolor paper around 300 GSM, 100% cotton, and I am wetting the paper around top 60%. Okay, so you can see that the bottom portion of the paper is kept dry, and let us create a mix of cool and warm colors, mixing cerulean blue and violet for the cool part of it, and let us create some wet on wet sky. Okay, now once this is still wet, we will be using little bit of warm colors like orange, or I might use some grayish warm color by mixing orange with the rest of the blue colors that we have mixed. Okay, now that we have the sky somewhat ready, let us mix some more thicker version of cerulean blue and violet and little bit of burnt umber to make it little grayish purple sort of a color. Okay, so this looks like dark purple. I think we have to take out this accumulated water at the bottom. I'll take a different brush and drag the accumulated water at the bottom, and then we will apply the color. Okay, right. Now let us apply that purplish, bluish, purplish, grayish kind of color that we have mixed, and let it create some hard edges and top it and soft edges on the paper. So wherever it touches the wet side, it will create soft edges, and wherever we apply the brush to the dry area, it will create hard edges. So it's a mix of hard and soft edges, right? I think now this creates an illusion of sky and some far end foliages and something on the ground, right? The Let us add some more, sort of elements to the background. Mix of again cool and warm colors, uh, right? It is again the same kind of purplish color and little bit of orange mixed, and this I think gives a good context for our work. Okay, let us add some more thing at the around the horizon, some more darker touches, and some sort of white patches in between. Okay, and some dark touches, etc. So these are to create some illusion of something interesting. Okay, some darker tones here and there. So it creates the illusion that there is something not well defined, but there is something that is interesting. Right now, I think now we can create some more cooler kind of a stuff, cerulean blue. I think we can soften some of this. This cannot be too strong. Okay, I don't like this as too strong. Okay, let us leave it softer, and let us add some touches of warm colors here and there, so that we have a right combination of warm and cool colors. Okay, see, this is not from any reference, so I'm just kind of evaluating what may work, what may not work. So it is sort of you can say it is from imagination, or maybe I'm recollecting some of the works that I did earlier. So whenever I say imagination, it could be totally new thing, or it could be done on top of something I already painted from my recollection. Okay, so all those things will come. So there is nothing called total pure imagination. There will always be some repetition of things that you have done in the past. Okay. Okay. Now I think we have suggested some houses or some roofs, etc., and we have some uh, cool shadows. Maybe see that will create some kind of shadows falling on the snow on the ground. Okay, so let us leave some area as pepper white and some area as darker shadows. I think this is, we cannot have too dark shadows, Okay, we have to merge. So I'm softening it with some water, and maybe we need to soften it with tissue paper also. I think I am getting such an idea. Let me see if I need to soften some of these things with some tissue paper while it is still wet. Okay, so these are some sort of suggestions, and see, I don't have clear answer of what precisely I'm making. I'm just uh, worrying about some shape, some kind of composition, and some shapes, some darker tones, some lighter tones, etc. Okay, right. This looks okay to me. I'm not saying that this is perfect. Let us create some texture by splattering some water. Okay, it's clean water splattering with my finger, and this looks good to me. This looks good to me, and we have to decide what to do next. So I think this is little too dark, so I'm softening it little bit. Uh, because on the snow area land I didn't want too much dark tones. Now let us make some darker tones, because I thought of making some sort of trees around those houses, and creating some interest. I am mixing Payne's grey and orange. Okay, and I want it to be little dry because the paper may be already damp, so I'm not sure if I will get sharp edges, because the paper I think is slightly warm and some amount of spreading may happen, and it is happening. Okay, you can see that the these lines are slightly getting spread. I would have preferred it a little sharper. I would have waited for uh, maybe a minute or so. But anyway, let us convert that into some tree by adding some foliage. Okay. So I think I should add some warm color to this. Like I'm adding some orange now, because there is overall a pinch of orange at many places. So I think adding some orange onto the tree foliages will give some sort of harmony, some orangish uh, gray color here. Okay, I think that is fine. We don't need too much precise details. Okay, and maybe something here. Okay, okay. I think that's it. Okay, this it is constantly looking for ideas and evaluating it and applying it. And I have created some texture on the those trees also. See, I like creating these kind of textures, because that somehow that creates some expression, that creates some mood, etc. Okay, now I am adding some figures, and I am using vermilion red for this color. So uh, as far as of now, we have used many colors, like the cerulean blue, violet, burnt umber, and then uh, we also used Payne's grey, and a little bit of orange for the trees. Now adding more figures. Okay, so the figure is not complete. I'm just placing it. I'm just placing the upper body alone, and I will be adding the lower body of these figures. Some of these figures may not need lower body at all. Figures at the distance may not need that much of details, but these figures will need lower body. So let us make it. So if you are liking this video, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. If you think it can be useful to your artist friends, please do share it. And if you have any questions, comments, please write them into the comment box below. I will respond to all your questions and queries. Okay. So I am not making full leg here, because I am assuming that some part of the leg may go deep into the snow and may not be visible. Okay. Here I am making the legs slightly longer. Okay, because there is not too much of ice, I think, snow. Right. Now let us define some piece of rocks or stones. Uh, popping up. It is not fully covered by the snow, partly covered by the snow, and this again is not using any reference. So these are just sort of idea. I'm just trying to see if that idea is going to work out. Okay, I think this went too dark because the surrounding area is very light, so I should have made it slightly lighter in tone, but since we have already applied it, let us keep it that way. Okay, so some tips of rocks or stones that is seen through the snow. I think I would probably treat it as done, because if you add more, it may not be convincing. It could spoil it. Okay. Right. What do you think? Is it? Do you think that it is getting developed? I mean, Is it turning out to be convincing? Please do let me know. So I'll be happy to see your opinions. If you are trying it, if you are watching this and trying it, please do try in your own way. Okay, you don't have to precisely copy this. Copy, note the approach, and practice it in your own way. Then you will improve. Right? Maybe once you can practice with the same kind of subject, and the second time you can practice with your own subjects. Okay, only the approach, thought process you try to develop. That should be the key objective when you watch these kind of tutorial videos. Okay. I have applied some skin tones with thick orange and some orange touches here and there. Some maybe this went too darkish, so I'm making some touch of orange for this, some of the tips of the rocks or stone, whatever it is. Right, some shadow maybe with some bluish shadow for the figures, and some shadow for this figure also. I think we don't need too much of shadows here, and these foreign figures are already in the shadow, no problem. Some of these rocks may have cast some shadows on the snow, but I don't want to make it too prominent. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. We can just give some highlights now, and we can treat it as done. So how do you find it? Do let me know. How do you find it? Do you think it is challenging? I should make it simpler ones. I mean, I don't think it is challenging too much. It may be little challenging, but not too difficult for you to do. This whatever the touches I am doing are some highlights for the figures and some key elements. Okay, this is pure watercolors picked up from the tube. Okay, and I think we are pretty much done. There are some nearby sparklets of white spots, so I'm just thought of covering it because that is conflicting with the highlighting touches that we have made. So I thought of covering up those things. Okay, now those figures are getting better attention. Maybe some touches of dark, some dark touches here and there to make it little interesting, and we can call it as done. I think I will call it as done. Thank you very much for watching this video, and once again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification, and please do share this to your artist friends. And if you have created artwork from this tutorial, please do post in the social media, and you can tag me, and I'll be grateful to see your completed works. I'll be happy. That will motivate me. So thank you very much once again, and we'll see you with another interesting tutorials soon. Happy painting.